Our guest tonight is Jake the Snake Roberts. He is a WWE Hall of Famer, class of 2014, but he also has been one of the best motherfucking wrestlers since 1986 when he started in WWE. Jake, how are you?
Doing wonderful, man. Actually,
awesome.
I'm right on the edge of suicide. I'm trying to accomplish one of the scariest things that a man can try. It's so demoralizing. It's so ball-busting. You know, it's putting a bike together. So,
that is the worst.
No. Go get some IKEA next just to really trust yourself.
Oh, God.
It's assembly instructions. How dare they assume I would need that?
They are the worst.
Toss them, throw them away, burn them before you even start.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me, but there's always extra parts.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
You keep those for the next bike.
Yeah, you know, especially the brakes.
Who needs those anymore?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, what is it about it? It's
I know.
always like assemble 80% of it, and if it's any kind of ceiling fan, it's like, then try to put the entire ceiling fan above your head for 4 hours as you're tightening screws. The worst instructions.
Yeah, what size of ladder did you have to use? That's the question.
Yeah, exactly. 7 foot?
10 foot
Yeah,
or
exactly.
2 foot?
2 foot with a 3 foot reach.
Now, you are going to be at the Abbey here in downtown Orlando on September 29th for the Unspoken Word Tour, Tales from the Road. Okay, so someone like me who saw you basically kill Macho Man Randy Savage back in 1991, I think I died a little bit inside because you scared the absolute bejesus out of me as a little teeny tiny
That was
kid.
my wish.
So
Achieved.
what will you be talking about on this tour?
Oh, man, I just go back and just kind of relive some great moments. You know, I tell people this isn't comedy. This is just me remembering some of the crazy stuff that we did to each other. You know, and I have 37 years to pick from, man, and I came up with a group of guys that, you know, if you didn't bleed, it wasn't a good rib. You know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, if you didn't get to go to emergency room, it wasn't a good rib.
Yeah.
You know, if you woke up with all your hair, it's not a good rib. You know,
So bloody, hairless, and broken.
yeah. Right. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. Some really fun moments, and we just kind of cut loose and let it fly, man. It goes where it goes. It's got a life of its own, you know. I don't try to direct anything, man. If somebody brings somebody's name up and something hits me, I give it to you.
Nice.
You know, it's not scripted. I know, but it's not.
So there is audience interaction?
No, man, I just let it fly. Let it stick where it sticks.
Oh, that's great.
That's beautiful.
You know, there's nothing off base, nothing off. You know, no. Whatever comes out, comes out.
Yeah, I mean, it's your experiences, right? Like you're just
And the
telling.
best part about it is all true, so that makes it even more fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Some of the stuff is pretty hilarious. Some of it's just silly, and some of it's pretty freaking mean.
Yeah.
I'm talking about mean moments. I'm talking about between the guys, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Business decisions can be thought about forever.
How many wrestlers just threw potatoes just because they were just, you know, irked or whatever? How many people were
There's
like,
a lot, man.
yeah, really?
You're going to snap from time to time. And you got to remember back then, man, we were doing 50, 60, 80, and 90 days straight.
Jesus.
Oh,
So
my.
sure, people are going to snap, man.
You're on
Are you
edge.
kidding me?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, let somebody run out of testosterone and see how many people snap. You know?
All of them.
Somebody stole my bottle.
Exactly.
Leave it on the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, always blame it on somebody, you know?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a lot of good times. A lot of good times. It's fun remembering talking about them, you know, whether it be Andre sitting on me and farting for 40 seconds.
40 seconds of an Andre the Giant fart?
That is horrible.
I mean,
Holy shit.
it was so bad, man. It's like my arm started to vibrate. I didn't know what it was. referee said, "Andre, why are you laughing?" And he just said, "I'm farting." So the referee walks off.
Holy
he comes
shit.
back. He goes, "Now why are you laughing?" "I'm still farting."
Wow.
A giant can fart forever, man. And I had like a birthmark on my shoulder for about a week.
Jeez, there's a sandblasting
It
you.
looked like a wine stain, I think. But,
It's like a
yeah,
birthmark.
that was pretty gruesome.
Something to remember
He used to like
about.
to knock me on my ass and then stand on my hair, then grab my arms and pull my arms, which ripped my hair out.
Oh, jeez.
And,
Oh, God.
You know, one night I started just to get up and paintbrush him up. You know, why hurt the kid like that? You know, are you kidding me? What's I going to do, man?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if I had a gun, man, and Andre was coming to me, I would shoot myself. You know.
Yeah, didn't Damien like give Andre this kayfabe heart attack, right? Like he was like he was so
No,
deathly
hell no,
afraid of
man.
snakes.
I think he was just popping a nut. No, he wouldn't have a damn heart attack. It was just impossible to even think that I had a chance against him. And the fans would just cheer me on. I'm like, man, he almost ate me. He was getting me killed. You know?
So
We should, man.
who ended up booking that angle against you going up against Andre?
Well, you know who it was? It's Vince, man.
Vince
The puppet
McMahon.
master.
Yeah, Vince or Andre. Andre just because he knew he'd have a good time out there with me. You know? nothing like molesting a 6'5" guy.
Yeah, exactly. So you are 6'5". Andre was what, 7'4"? Was he
7'5".
7'5".
I was 6'5", soft, 6'5" and a quarter hard.
So
And I weighed like 245. Well, Andre weighed 550.
Jeez.
Let me think about this. He probably let go a couple of turds about the same size of me, you know, just in his morning ritual. I mean, Christ, I didn't have a chance. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I love hitting somebody. There's no greater feeling than when you're trying to hit somebody as hard as you can.
right.
And them not even know it. Figure that one out.
Just a glancing blow.
It's just
That's a big-
nightmare shit.
That's a big hoss right there.
Yeah, it makes you step back and go, "Oh my God!"
So did you actually?
He just kind of like, that was it, man. I'm like, "Oh God, you're hurting me." I'm just like,
Exactly.
"Are you kidding me?"
Did you ever actually get to DDT Andre the Giant?
No, hell no.
That's an absolute
If I'd
no.
have DDT'd him, his shoulder would have went completely through my body. You know?
The
He just
physics.
cut me in half. You know?
That would have been a hell of a sell, though.
That
Oh man, Jesus Christ, man.
me and the guys were talking about it. It was actually one of the wrestling moves that I actually keyed in on as a kid. It was just so cool and strange, and the name was very unique. And we always kind of wanted to know, like, what does that mean? My buddies would always say DDT, and I didn't know what it meant.
It's the poison the government outlawed.
Oh.
You know,
yeah.
back in the day, I hadn't thought of a name for it yet. I woke up one morning, went over to some breakfast place. I think it was Bob Evans or something up in Ohio. And picked up the USA Today, and on the front page it says, "Federal government stands up against DDT." I'm like, oh, good name. You know?
That's a great answer.
The government had come up against this, fertilizer,
Like a pesticide?
pesticide, that kills all the shit out in farms and stuff. Well, it was killing all the shit, but it was also getting into our food chain. And it was causing brain damage on people and cattle and all that,
Oh, yeah.
So they said, man, that shit can't be good. And so when they outlawed it, I thought, man, that'd be so cool. Just call it DDT, man.
Wow. All right. Well, so now I know. Shit.
Yeah,
So you learn something every day.
how do you feel about people kind of like retroactively affixing different things to it, like definitely dead tomorrow or...
Oh, that's so stupid. Canadian dinner time. Please. Why don't you write a rap song?
Boom.
Get him.
Oh, my God. I'll probably hear that next week. Oh, that'll drive me crazy.
Now, throughout your career, you've been cast as the villain. Now, was that something that you wanted going into it? Did you want to be the bad guy, to be the heel?
Well, I would much rather be a heel because it's much more fun.
Right.
God.
I mean, as a baby face, you're limited about some things you can't do because that's not what a good guy would do, and
You just have more of a character.
Fit me at all.
Did they ever try to pitch you to change over? Did they ever try to pitch you to have you?
Oh yeah.
And you just said no.
I mean, it naturally happened because what happens is people don't understand how Jake the Snake became a good guy. Well, it's not that I became a good guy. It's just that I became a guy they were so friggin' scared of. They were hard. They found themselves finding out that they couldn't yell against me.
How did,
Because they didn't want to be on the losing side. Nobody wants to lose.
How did that feel?
Jake the Snake's wrestling the honky tonk man. Okay, Jake's going to kill that.
Exactly. How did it feel when you DDT'd Hulk Hogan as the face of WWF and the entire crowd? Did that feel great? I mean, obviously you have said that kind of took a lot of money away from you, but
I knew I was in trouble.
Wow.
Like, I'm so screwed. When they started chanting DDT, man, I'm like, you're so screwed.
Oh my God.
I'm like, fans, please, I hate your God. Please, I'm begging you.
You're killing me up here.
Guys, take it easy.
Nope, they just kept DDT. I walked through the curtain, Vince grabbed me by the shoulder, and he goes, man, you got some bad luck.
Oh,
thanks.
damn it.
Shit.
Damn. Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It happened, so what? I mean,
yeah. Oh, people love you. That sucks.
So do you get
people too, man?
Did you get a chance to write some of your stuff? Did you get a chance to be a part of
I wrote all my stuff.
Oh, nice.
Even the earthquake smashing the snake, you wrote that?
There was actually a big incident. My first Saturday night main event. I thought I was going to get fired for sure. I mean, I came to the building. It was the first time Saturday night the main event was being done with me being there. And I got there, and I was a little bit stoned. And, just relaxing.
Like you do,
12 o'clock. I'm not supposed to be there till 1. And I'm amazed at all the trucks and all the personnel they've got, running cables and stuff, watching them set all this stuff up. I'm just really enthralled with it, man. It's like, wow, look at this. This is crazy. The production on that thing was just so unbelievable, man. This is the real deal. This isn't, Channel 12 from the Boys Club, that was gone. So I'm watching all this, and I'm just kind of zoning out, and this guy walks up to me with, some papers in his hands, and he says, he's got a baseball cap on, glasses. And he's like, here's your lines, Mr. Roberts. I'm like, excuse me? here's what NBC has written for you. I'm like,
oh my God.
Wrote for me. So he starts walking off, and I'm flipping through the pages, and it's some of the corniest.
What does it say?
I would have quit the business before I even said half of that crap. I can't even remember how dumb it was.
It was so
the
bad.
dumbest crap. Okay, so I went, hey, and get over here. Get over right now.
Gotta be terrified for that poor little guy.
I'm like, I'm slapping him with the paper. You tell NBC to shove it up their ass.
Oh.
They don't know Jake the Snake Roberts. They don't know what I'm about. I'm damn sure not a clown. Take this and shove it up your ass. I'm good at it, right?
Yeah.
So he picks it up, looks at me, walks off. I'm like, yeah, keep fucking walking, A few minutes later, Jesse Ventura comes over.
Oh
God.
Like, Jake,
oh, boy.
Jake, what do you think, man? This is all something else, man. The way they set all this up, I'm like, yeah, man, it's quite a spectacle just to sit there and let this stuff happen around you. He goes, yeah, man. He said, you're going to have a great time tonight, man. They're so easy to work with. I'm like, really? I said, well,
Oops.
Bimbo bozo just walked over here with script for me, and he goes, well, that's just, suggestions. They don't want you to go by that. It just kind of gets you, shows you the line they want you to go through. I'm like, well, I told him where to go through. But I told that piece of crap, blah, 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 right?
Yeah,
of
and
course.
Jesse's like, oh, wow, man, brother, that's too much. And he said, who was it? And I said, it's the guy that's talking to Vince.
Mm-hmm.
He went, "Oh my God, Jake."
Do you know who that
Like,
was?
what? He goes, "Don't you know who that is?"
Yep.
And at that time, Vince and the guy started walking over, and I found out that it was the president of NBC. Dick Ebersol.
Dick Ebersol? Holy hell.
Oh, my God.
And,
Holy shit.
And I'm like, okay. And there went my last appearance. And he just looks at me and he goes, "Vince, may I?" I'm like, oh, my God. May you kind of suck your right now. I'm lighting up on me. And he's like, I hear you got quite the mind. He says, why don't you write me something in the next 10 seconds that can take the place of what we had, because evidently our stuff was stupid.
Yep.
And I just looked at him and went, "I'll get in the shower and take a shower with the snake and talk to it." And he's like, "I love it."
Showed him.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you
So there I was in the shower wearing my little BVDs or whatever they're called, and stroking the snake and talking to it like a friggin' idiot. And they loved it.
That's amazing.
Jake, you have always
I
had.
thought I was already fired.
You have always had that dark charisma behind the mic. You have the gift of gab. So
man,
because of
it's a
you.
blessing.
Because of you, it most certainly is. Because of you, we see that Undertaker persona, and actually, you were his second loss in his, WrestleMania like undefeated streak, which is cool because you are putting over that next generation. But what do you have any kind of fondest memories from a Snake Pit televised show? It was on from what, like 86 to 87?
Yeah. I enjoyed the snake, but I guess I don't know, man.
Was it daunting?
Oh, no, it was easy for me, really. I didn't even have to think about it. Stuff just flew off the handle, man.
That's awesome.
I'll say this, guys. I never sat down and wrote this stuff. I never sat down and, let me think about putting A plus B, that'll equal C. No. That's not how it happened for me. For me, I would go to a bar and I would write ideas on napkins.
That's awesome.
Like the pros do.
Take those. The next day, I'd open them up on the airplane and going, okay, that's pretty cool. And I get the next one, I'm like, my God, what was I thinking about? What the hell is this?
I'm sure later in the night.
With me?
These aren't even words.
Really horrible, horrid stuff. It's like, man, I don't even know what that means.
Jake the Snake
like,
after hours.
I gotta quit drinking before I get to that one.
We are honored to be talking to Jake the Snake Roberts right now. He is going to be appearing the September 29th at the Abbey downtown on the Unspoken Word tour, Tales from the Road. And this has just been a great honor. How do you think the state of wrestling is now compared to back in the 80s? There was a big resurgence in the 80s when you and Hulk and all that and just really started going up. How do you think it is compared to what's going on now?
It's a completely different animal, man. It's a different business now completely. Number one, the guys today are in such unbelievable shape.
It's scary.
For 190 pounds, they are scary. But, we couldn't do the stuff they're doing, nor would I. Nor would I want to.
Don't even want to.
Because I don't need to. I got other things I can do. But,
exactly.
You got snakes,
the things that they do are simply amazing, and I give them kudos for that. It's unfortunate they're not getting the best end of the deal.
Right.
And that being,
that's in so many different entertainment.
They never had the opportunity to learn the right way.
Oh.
And they're not getting the benefit of enjoyment from learning how to work and actually work and create. They're going out there and doing, A through Z, but in no particular order. That makes any sense. They're not selling the damn thing. They waste everything that they do because they're job scared and they're going 100 miles per hour. The fans can't even keep up with it.
It's all athleticism, right?
Athleticism,
gymnastics.
The fans quit jumping up and down and cheering because guess what? There's no time for that shit.
Exactly.
You got to hurry up and get ready for the next spot they're going to do. No, I feel sorry for them for that, man, because that's the beauty of it. That's the joy of it. That's the anticipation of it.
Yeah, the art of it.
For me, it was like, I go out there, man, I was making love to a woman. That's what I was doing. That's what I was envisioning.
That was your passion.
You put her over.
I'd let her heel out on me. Boom, I'd go a different way, sneaking by, and but she almost got it, and then go for something else, But they're missing all that. And you don't get that by doing what they do today.
Hey, Jake, who was your
changed world?
Who was your favorite wrestler? Every time you got paired with them, every time you knew you would be working with someone, any of them offhand?
Everybody from Steamboat, God, man, Steamboat, Savage was pretty wild. Ronnie Garvin, oh my God, I used to love to fight Ronnie Garvin. Yeah, hands of stone, Ronnie Garvin. Yeah, man. Back in the Georgia Championship Wrestling days, I would beat Ronnie's a legitimate tough son of a bitch.
Damn.
I mean, he's a street fighting son of a bitch, man. He'll kick your ass.
Who do you think sold the best when they were wrestling you? Who was the one who really just put you over to the point where, like, afterwards you're like, hey, you didn't have to do all that now. I'm not that tough.
There's a few. But working with Garvin was such a treat because we never had to talk to each other. We just went out and did things. And I remember just wailing on Garvin, just beating him down, man. And treating him nasty.
Oh.
And I'd look down and I'd say, he's not ready yet, because he always had a signal that he's fixing to get up and kick my ass.
Yeah.
You know what that signal was?
What was it?
His nipples would get hard. I knew as soon as his nipples got hard, he's fixing to get up and kick my butt.
Oh my God!
Oh,
so you're just staring at the nipples. You're just staring at the nipples the whole time.
Over 20 years, I get sober and I think about that for a few moments, and now I'm kind of disturbed. What would have happened if the lights had went out?
Clarity, exactly. Clarity is scary.
Shit.
Clarity can be scary.
I don't know. It wouldn't have been good for me.
Right.
No,
I love Ronnie. There's a lot of guys I love to wrestle with, man.
When you're touring around, like when you're touring around doing something like this, do you get a chance to check out some of the local wrestling, some of the regional wrestling that's going on? Is there still some of the heart left in it there?
Yeah. I see a glimmer of hope every now and then. I've got a school out here in Vegas, man,
cool.
and wrestling school, and we even do a thing called Fantasy Camp, where you as an individual would contact us and say, hey, you want to come in and do a fantasy camp, and you want to wind up with Ricky Steamboat in the ring. And what we do is you'd come out here, and for 2 days we'd train you and get you just enough stuff down to where on that third day you would actually go in the ring, cut a promo at the snake pit, and then wrestle Ricky Steamboat.
Oh,
wow.
Steamboat would be there. He would accommodate you. And then we would take it into the magic of editing. We could chop it all up and make it look like a decent match.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And people dig that, you know.
Sure.
And we're getting more and more people do that. But our school, we've cranked out a couple of guys right now. They're over in Ohio doing the Ohio thing with brain fart. The guy with the head.
The guy with the head.
Oh, him.
Bischoff.
Not the guy that gives head, the guy that's getting head around.
Al Snow.
Al Snow. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What is the wrestler with the...
I got to have excuses for not being able to remember stuff.
I know.
What the hell is your excuse? Jesus Christ.
Jake,
you got some type of new herpes, brain herpes or something?
Good possibility.
Thanks a lot, man.
No, thank you.
Come out. You folks that are coming out, come out, man. I got memorabilia for sale. If you got your memorabilia, I'll sign it up, hook you up. Come by and tell me your favorite story. If you got a question, man, save it, because we're going to have a Q&A thing, man.
All right.
And also, I want to say that if you, struggling with the same problems that I had, drugs and alcohol, and you would like to be serious and talk to somebody about it, slip me a note after the show. We'll go find us a spot. We'll sit down, and I'll see if I can help you keep going in the right direction.
That's amazing.
Is beautiful.
Damn. That's absolutely amazing.
I'm totally serious about that.
That's a fucking honor, Mr. Roberts.
Jake, thank you so much.
It really has.
Let's have a good time.
Absolutely. And we will see you on September 29th at the Abbey. Thank you so much, Jake.
Thank you so much, man.
Remember, I'm not responsible for the bedwetting.
It's okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Wow. Amazing.
That was awesome. That was freaking awesome.
The man is brilliant and hilarious.
Yeah, he's really, and just great stories, and the whole sobriety thing. I think that's so important that that there's so many different people
industry.
From different industries that are coming out and they're being straight up honest about it. They're not trying to hide shit. They're like, I've been through it. I can help you. And that's fucking awesome.
Yep. And also in the state of Florida, if you need any kind of help, just reach out to 211. You get access to any kind of health service or public information service. So you can reach out and say, I'm going through something right now and I need help, regardless of what that might be. And you can get help. So thank you so much to Jake the Snake Roberts.
Amazing interview.
A Hall of Famer.
We're going to that thing. We're going to the Abbey.
Of course we are.
Going.
What day of the week is it?
Saturday, September 29th at the Abbey in downtown Orlando. That's Jake the Snake Roberts. He is popping into town for the Unspoken Word Tour, Tales from the Road.